ladies and gentlemen, introducing these two warriors once again. The fighter standing in the red corner, he has a record of 2 wins with no losses and represents the Matt Academy. He is Ben Ellis. And standing across the cage in the blue corner, this fighter is making his mixed martial arts debut. He represents the MMA Academy. He is Connor Hughes. Your referee in charge of the action is Mr. Craig Lawrence.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cage Warriors Academy Northwest. I'm Jamie the Haymaker Hay, here as always with Ian M16 Butlin. On to our next one, Ian.
Yeah, it's got an amateur lightweight bout here with Ben Ellis, Matt Academy, taking Connor Hughes from the MMA Academy.
A lot of hype around Connor Hughes as well, with his stand-up credentials, been Thai boxing and kickboxing since being a very young lad.
That body kick has given Ben Ellis something to think about.
And he got caught with that overhand right coming in there, did Ben Ellis. Oh, big head kick.
Very sharp kicks here.
Very low stance as well. Very low hands. Just moving forward. Precision shots here, Ian.
Yeah, just slightly short of the mark though.
Already a lot of red marking on Ellis's face. Less than 40 seconds into this fight. Oh, big shot.
You can see when someone's got that sort of Thai boxing experience, can't you? Ellis made a very wise move there, diving in for the takedown.
Yeah, and this is where you've got to get with someone like Connor Hughes. You've got to get him to the ground. You know, obviously not seeing much of his MMA fighting because he's a debut fighter, but when you know he's a good Thai boxer with good credentials, you've got to get him down, or at least try to.
Yeah, he needs to close that distance, get the takedown. He's not going to win this striking, that's very clear.
Good movement. He looks like a cold-blooded killer, does Hughes.
Look how he slipped back off that shot, it was beautiful. Throws in 2 punches, slips back, makes Ellis miss.
Just stalking Ellis down. Just trying to find that distance at the minute. Oh. Ellis took that well on the chin there. And then just about took a little small touch of that head kick.
Yeah, he needs to be closing the distance. But it's a hard thing to do, to go into those shots knowing you could walk onto one.
The big issue is once Connor gets that range set up.
That was a solid kick again.
Oh, beautiful work. It's just great movement from Connor Hughes here. Just looks very calm. He's obviously been working on that takedown defense as well. Pushes off there.
Yeah, but there you go.
Good work to take it back though from Ben Ellis. And this is where he wants it to be now. Up against the cage, dirty boxing, stopping that range from Hughes.
We're grabbing the fence there. Connor Hughes gets warned.
Struggling a little bit to sort of hold him back here. Connor Hughes just pushes off at will there and takes the center of the cage again.
Well, he's got about 15 seconds left in this first round.
Oh, another big right hand there, big left hand there, sorry, but Ellis countered. Oh. See the difference here? He's setting them kicks up though beautifully with good rangy shots. And a great first opening round for Connor Hughes, the debutant there. He looks like a cold-blooded killer, doesn't he? Does not look one bit phased from the lights and the crowd.
They're stalking his opponent down. Just picking off single shots. The light seems to be putting them together now. He's obviously got them there.
I think he's found that range as well. The punches are very precise, aren't they? And he's not really missing a great deal. He's not connecting fully at the minute. But once he does start doing, I think there's going to be some serious damage to Ellis if he lands on one on his chin.
Look at that side kick, round kick.
Just mixes it up so well.
So I wonder what instructions the Welsh corner are giving to Ben Ellis. think he needs to close the distance, get the takedown. He needs to keep control of him once he gets him down. You can't win this fight stood up.
You can see the marks on the front of Ellis from that front kick. It's like a digging kick, isn't it, that he throws in? No shin on it. He's trying to line up that right hand, isn't he? He's Conor Hughes.
Yeah, effortlessly switching. Oh, that was a good, solid right there. Ben Ellis did well to take that shot.
This is a really good performance so far. Good takedown there again, though, from Ben Ellis. But back up, bounce back to his feet.
Ellis again has the leg. This is what he's got to do. He's got to get him down and try and keep him down.
I think it'd be a really interesting fight if we're seeing maybe Conor Hughes against Bo Gavin at some point as well.
Yeah, that would be a good fight.
Great work, though, from Ellis, trying to take that back. Didn't have that hook in, though. Yeah. Let him get back up now, I think.
Slipped off him.
Probably needed to think on a little bit more there and try and get that hook in quickly and slow Conor Hughes down, really. Because from what we've seen so far, Ian, I don't think he's where he wants to be on the feet, really.
No, certainly not. He's working the clinch. As soon as they break free, though, you can just feel something's coming from Conor Hughes.
Ellis doing all the right work, going for that takedown constantly, looking to drag this to the ground, make it into a bit more of a dogfight on the floor as opposed to standing. He's got that half guard now. This is where he can start dropping some shots himself now and trying to damage the face of Conor Hughes.
Yeah, well, this is taking him out of his game. He goes to mount there, take the back. Now he's got the hooks in.
Yeah, back mount. This is a precarious position where Conor doesn't want to be. He'll be looking to try and drag that foot through and at least go back to his half guard. He's using that elbow knee escape there.
Yeah, well, this is where it's his game. He's getting one back or a few back.
This is great round for Ben Ellis.
And he's slipped the arm under. Has he got it? It's difficult to tell from here. Has he got it under the chin?
Although Ellis is attacking from the top, he's actually bleeding himself from above that left eye, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage to the face of Ellis. He took a lot of shots. But that was a good end to the round.
Really good end to the round, and much better work from Ben Ellis there. You know, possibly taking that round with just the fact that he took the back and pressured a lot more on the ground.
Having a careful look there. I think the cut over the left eye.
Yeah, it does look directly above the eye, but it might be above the brow, which should make it okay. It's when it's underneath the brow that you've got to be a bit more careful, isn't it?
And here's a look at the replay. This is that good end to the round Ben Ellis had.
Cutman in there, having a look at it, trying to stop that, but there'll be some swelling on that in the morning. Big mouse under that left eye as well.
Well, he knows what he needs to do. Here we go.
Third and final round here. All to play for. Goes straight for that takedown. Does not want to be standing. Exactly. This has got what Ben Ellis has got to do now. Just try and get that takedown. Try and work it on the floor.
I'm hoping to see a little bit more urgency out of Conor Hughes' work now, knowing that he could lose this if he goes to the floor.
He's just not overcommitting at the minute, I think, because of the takedowns. There we go, pushes off really well, sprawls on hips. That's what we need to see every time. And he was, oh, a nice stiff shot there. That stopped Ellis in his tracks. Nice little slips as well from Conor Hughes. Beautiful work.
There's still good work from Ellis. This is what he needs to do. Fire the shot, then change the level.
Yeah, he's not one bit scared to stand with Conor Hughes, which says a lot about Ben Ellis, doesn't it?
Hughes needs to turn him, break off.
He's looking for that takedown now. Conor Hughes just pushing on that head. Ben Ellis driving in. But the more he closes the distance, the better it is for Ben Ellis' fight.
Ellis keeping attached, trying to drop down for the legs.
The amount of damage done, though, to the face of Ben Ellis in such short time could play a big factor in this here.
Yeah, he is badly damaged above and below the eyes. He's keeping this pressure on now, pushing the head in, driving the head into Hughes.
Good work from Ellis, so to keep hold of Conor Hughes and make it as awkward as possible.
Yeah, well, he's not giving Hughes any space now. He doesn't want to take any more shots.
That's what he needs. He needs to close that distance, keep it closed in constantly, and make it as awkward as possible. Putting that head pressure on as well. Ben Ellis is just making this a nasty fight for Conor Hughes.
Still driving heading edge to the back.
Exactly where...
He's got 20 seconds left.
This is a good round from Ben Ellis.
Yeah, very, very good. We had a good end to the last round. And this has been a good controlling round all the way through.
Yeah, extremely controlling up against the cage. Especially, you know, Conor's done well to get back up each time, but it's still been a controlling sort of round. And that's going to lead to an interesting decision here. That's going to have to be made by our judges. I'm going to pass it over to Grant Waterman in a second, but what a good fight that was, up and down.
Well, you can see really good potential in Conor Hughes. But also a great, gritty performance,
I think
in my book, from Ben Ellis.
You made a really good point, though, Ian. I think if we'd have seen a bit more urgency from Conor Hughes from in that first round, he was quite calm and quite relaxed.
It's all right being relaxed in your striking, but you've only got three 3-minute rounds in amateur MMA. Absolutely. I think you just have to be a little bit more urgency, which I would have liked to have seen.
I think he maybe looking back, reflecting on that, he could have turned the gas up a little bit more in that first round, especially when he's landing the strikes and really catching Ellis and putting him on the back foot. He could have put a bit more onto it, but over to the judges' decision, and let's see what we've got.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 fantastic rounds of Cage Warriors Academy action, we go to the judges' scorecards. And we have a unanimous decision in favor of your winner from the red corner, Ben Ellis.